I vain.
Always trying to come for me.
I vain. Someone's personal.
I'm hot.
Statement.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the C Squared Podcast. I am your host, CJ.
And I'm Carmelo.
And welcome to our new segment,
Let's talk about it.
So, today,
we are here to talk about Legendary Season 3, Episode 4.
Yep.
I almost said 3.
So, this episode was the Horror Ball, spelled with a W-H.
Yeah, so it's like horror.
Horror.
You know, horror.
Horror. Yes. So thank you. Before we start, thank you to everyone for all your beautiful comments, all the love you've been showing, subscribers, all of that. We really love when you guys are in tune with everything that we talk about and give us more advice or just, send love. We're here for that and we definitely appreciate it.
Send your comments. If you have questions, things you want us to talk about, let us know down below in the comments and we'll, we always look at the comments and we try to engage.
Yes. So let's get into this horrible.
It was a doozy. Oh.
Yeah. To be honest. Yeah, it was. All right, so let's start the episode off. So we had the judges come out. I loved Leomi's look and Kiki's look.
Oh, yeah.
Kiki had like this red fringe kind of jacket.
Cool
red
jacket.
Thing on. Yeah.
Loved it.
Leomi was Miss Freddy Krueger. It was awesome. I love that look. I love that character. I love everything about Freddy. Are you yawning on me?
Sorry. No, I wasn't yawning on you.
The shade of it all. Okay. So anyway, Issa Rae was the special guest judge.
Yes, and she was dressed as Akasha, Aaliyah from Queen of the Damned.
So, okay. Okay. Nice. We'll get there. But yes, okay, I get it now. It was okay.
I liked it. She looked nice.
Yeah, she looked decent.
I liked it.
I felt like it could have been more like. But it's
Akasha. She didn't have that.
All right. Ugh. So first up on the list we have the International House of Revlon.
Yes, from Paris.
Yes.
And shout out to who was it who commented?
Oh, Vinny.
Shout out to you, Vinny.
Yes.
That's the father. Am I right?
Yes,
right? But that's the father.
Thank you
Father
so much.
House, thank you so much for showing love to the video and the comments. Thank you so much. We are huge fans. We love you guys, and we're rooting for you guys.
Yes. Revlon. Okay, so wait, before we do get into their performance, they had challenges. So they had a category challenge where they had to incorporate a hand performance segment in each routine.
So again, they made it very clear, like they have been doing, very clear. The challenge is hand performance.
Yes.
That was that is the criteria.
So for Revlon, they chose Gigi to be the one who led the hand performance section. Okay. Their theme was the Voodoo Witch, inspired by American Horror Story. Okay, that Miss Angela Bassett played. You already know
that opening snake moment.
Yes,
sickening.
Loved that. Loved it. So some check marks I put on it. I said it was good. It was clean. Their outfits were. I loved it. I loved her white outfit. The witch's outfit. It gave the the role. It gave the story. Everyone else dressed as what? They were like mummy zombies.
Yeah,
you could say zombies. They look good. They really look good. The makeup was on point. The clothing was on point. You understood it just from looking at it. She had the snake in the beginning. She looked the blood out. Like, it was really good. I love the way she controlled them in certain parts of the routine. And there's the one part we just saw now where she blows the powder and they go into a dip. I think that was really good. It showcased really good. What else? There's some X's I have though. Okay, I said the hand moment part wasn't as big as I liked it. Like, it was cool, but like she just wasn't giving me enough. It and it wasn't choreographed. It was so freestyle that it was like, okay, like I felt like I knew I was gonna see that. There wasn't nothing like, oh, this is different. It was typical hand moment. And what else did I say? There was a lift section in here where they lifted her, and I felt everything that was happening around her should have been a bit more, or like gave a little bit of a different dynamic. Even though I know like she blew out the smoke on top of them, she was doing her thing. I just wish there was more there was more levels to play with being around her like that. Like, I thought that's what that could have been.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think?
I thought the performance was good. For me, I really enjoyed their outfits. I thought all the makeup was good. I thought the choreography was well. It did feel a little bit clunky at points. You know, a little bit like, you know, just a
Stagnant?
No. Like, because I don't want to say sloppy, because I don't think it was sloppy. It was just, not as together as I would hope. I get.
Okay.
Is it that? But anyways,
Yeah.
no. Like the performance of no. It was a little. When I say that it was clunky, like what I mean by that is like the little mishaps. Like it was not refined. It didn't look like they were using their core to like hold themselves up.
A cleaning rehearsal or something. Like,
yeah, like it. Yeah, it just felt like, you know, instead of like the gong, it was like gong and then like a little bit of a movement with it. So it felt a little bit clunky at times for me. Mm-hmm. But overall, I really did enjoy it.
Yeah.
The hand element, the first thing I said from the performance at the end of it was I didn't really see the hands. Yeah. It wasn't that big of a moment. Mm-hmm. Was it overall entertaining and everything that was going on happening very good? Absolutely. I loved it. However, I would have liked to see all of them just like really in it more and up the energy up.
I agree.
But this is definitely one of the top 3 houses in the competition.
Yeah, and I think that
absolute top 3 house. I think top 2, I would say.
I can see that. I definitely can. All right, so to the scoring, Leomi gave them a 9, Kiki gave them a 9, Jamila gave them a 9, and Law gave them an 8. Issa Rae gave them a 9 as well.
Because it was really, really good.
It was good. They told the story. Like, I don't even think they played it safe. Like, they just put on a good routine to their theme.
No, for sure. It was really, really good. It was just missing that little bit extra, that little bit more.
And that's the thing.
And for me, I think it was like the refinement for me. It was the refinement. Like, again, when they were when just coming out for their gongs, just standing in that beat instead of like gong and then like a little bit shaky on it. You know, but also doesn't take away from how good the rest of the performance was. I love that their catwalk, their catwalk section I love so much. I think it's so cute. I know I've seen whatever, but I love this. I love that.
They were on
it. So I agree with these judges. I agree with the scores. For me, I would have given them a 9 as well.
Yeah, I would have given them a 9 too. I like this a lot. Yeah. Good job, House of Revlon.
Yes, Revlon. Yes. Alrighty, up next, we have the House of Yoji Yamamoto.
Yes, Yamamoto. What's the phone thing?
Don't even stop.
Okay. So, Yamamoto, they chose the horror movie Carrie to be inspired by. And Luce in the house is the one doing the hands challenge.
Yes.
So, what did you think about this performance?
I thought it was good. Overall, the only thing I saw was hands. I didn't see much else happening. There was a lot of the others were on the floor a lot from what I remember. You know, there's just again they just need a little bit more, just a little bit. Yeah. But I love this house. I love this house. I love how much they fight. I love how much that they go for it.
They are so cocky. They are so cocky backstage.
But they back it up, and not for nothing. Like, I love this show because with those backstage moments and letting them see the real and letting us see that part, like, that's very much ballroom.
Yep. No, like you said, I love that they talk the talk, but they walk the walk.
Absolutely. Okay. They back it up. So, yeah, they could sit there and be cocky. Are they the absolute? Are they the number one? No, but they're up there again, top 3 for sure.
Doing their thing, yep. And I definitely do appreciate in this routine that Devo wasn't like the star. You know, like it's not like, oh, okay, here we go, Devo. You know.
However, it does. I was. I wish they didn't say, oh, you know, you have Devo, so he should be the star of it.
Yeah, that part,
you know?
yeah, with Law. I
but
remember that,
I think I also say that because more personal stuff, because that kind of happened with us or whatever. But anyways, that's something else. But I guess that was just the trigger for me.
Oh, okay. I was like,
no, but
yeah.
remember?
No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yes.
You're always going into details.
I'm just saying.
Yes. Sorry, y'all. But no, I definitely do agree that it was good. I love the intro, how it started. I like a lot of the intros actually.
Yeah.
To the routines.
Yeah.
It just
love their
it
mix.
drew you in. Their music
love
was
their
really
mix.
good. Their hand performance was on point. I think I put down hand performance on point.
Yeah.
And even though
it was just that was the only thing.
That was something that was actually told that it wasn't good.
No, I don't think so. I think they like it. No, I think no, Naomi didn't like it at all or whatever, but not that she didn't like it at all. They weren't really into like that. They wanted more
from the hands,
which that I could understand, but also they did do the challenge. They did the hands all the way through. However, I am loving the judges on this, that they keep saying, yes, this is the main challenge, but overall in your performances, 5 elements. Show us the 5 elements.
Yeah.
So again, main challenge is hands, but everything else around it is still showing the other elements. You're still performing. You're still putting on that show.
Yeah. I also said that less was more with this one. That it was like, it wasn't so much in the sense of choreography, like trying to be extra with the hardness of it. It was simple, but like enough edge to like make it look a little different and cool with them. Okay. Like they kept it good. It gave me Thriller vibes with the choreo a little bit. There's this one little section where they go to the side, and it looked cool. I like that. Costumes was good. Yes, and I put Devo wasn't the face of the routine, which was different and cool. They kept the whole characters throughout the whole thing, like they were all in it. X's I put down. I said hype energy. I wish it was maybe a little bit more energy, but with the theme and everything, like I wasn't even that distracted on it. What did you think about her back bend when she was doing her hands? Was it back enough?
I thought it was good. I wish she would have dropped her head back and like showed her face to the camera, or not to the camera, but to the judges. However, looking
she
back
did
at
for
it,
like a split little.
No, I don't think so. But I think the reason she didn't was because the outfit and stuff. She wanted to make sure she had a good bend and could still do her arms. Because then once you drop your head, you just lose all. You're upside down at that point. So it's just different.
I agree.
So I think that was probably why. And I agree with the more energy part. And I do want them to like push it on all the elements. Yeah. But I'm loving this whole season with all of the family members performing in these challenges. Like the girls are performing, the mothers, the fathers, everyone is performing. And I love that.
I did say that I disagreed with some of the judges' scores. Maybe Naomi and Jamila, because they gave them low scores. Did I actually like that? Yeah, I like this one a lot. I thought it was really good. Naomi gave them a 7. Kiki gave them an 8. Law gave them an 8. Jamila gave them a 7. And Issa Rae gave them an 8. So they had a 38 in total. What would you have given them?
I think I probably would have given them like a 7, honestly. Because I did want a little bit more energy. Like I really, really wanted just a little bit more energy.
But it was still so good. I think sometimes when I hear the judges' critiques after, like certain people or even myself at times will be like, "Oh, they're right," and I'll try and like I'll try and not think of them saying that. Will I still feel that same way watching it again? And I don't know. Sometimes I do agree, sometimes I don't. But with this one, I really liked it. Like I think it was kind of slept on in a way. I don't know. I can't explain it. I would have gave it an 8, to be honest, 8 or 9. Yeah, but I definitely did enjoy this.
I thought it was fine. I thought
And the way
good.
she broke them now, like in the beginning when she was walking out and
no, the beginning. Like the thing is, the beginning was very exciting.
And that's a lot of routines. Their beginnings are so good.
Yes, the beginnings were very exciting, but when we get to the middle, it got a little. The energy was dropping. It's like, okay, and then all they really did was hands. The entire performance was hands, and you see, they're mainly on the floor. The entire performance, they're still on the floor.
I would like to see more of what they did, like in times when you can't see them in the camera.
Yeah,
because that probably definitely plays a big part in knowing, what's happening with the hands. Because if there was even more moments of her controlling them, I think, visually with the hands, it would have maybe made me be like, oh, this is some shit, like if somehow like they all ended up bloody, like, and they're like in the blood with her, like, I don't know. But yeah, so I would have given them an 8 though. I did like this a lot. You said a 7.
Yeah, I would have given them a 7.
Yes,
it's a 7 for me.
Okay. So up next we have the House of Ada. Ada.
No, Ada, don't do that.
I'm not throwing shade. I just like.
I know, but
okay. So it's House of Ada.
Ada.
It's Ada, Mella. We're gonna debate about this, y'all.
No debate. Watch.
Wait 2 seconds. Watch. It is Ada.
This next house is looking to live forever in this competition. It is the house of Ada.
Mute Ada.
Oh!
I take back what I just said. Hold on. Sorry.
Okay, I was wrong. I was wrong.
Always trying to come for me.
Someone's personal.
I'm hot. Gosh. So House of
Ada,
they did the Queen of the Damned as their theme, right? And then they had Baby doing the hands challenge. So,
this performance was not one of my favorites. I think their intro in particular was a huge missed opportunity, especially in execution of the challenge. It was hands, and then she was on the table,
the tomb,
on the tomb for so long, just like moving around and moving her shoulders and like waving through her torso and stuff, which is great. But the challenge is hands. The beat is going. The beat is cute. A missed opportunity to showcase that. And then when we did get to the hands, it was a little bit. It was chaotic getting to it, to the point that when we got to it, I was like, "What? Like it's not."
It's so weird.
It wasn't enough. I felt like there should have been more hands, if that makes sense.
I don't know. To me, it doesn't make sense because I kind of live for House of Ada in this performance. I mean, there's parts that could have been used better and done differently. Like I agree in the beginning when she was on the tomb, she could have been doing hands there, some type of dope like control. You know what I mean? But I have so many check marks. Like she gave me Dusk Till Dawn realness, if you know what that movie is. When the club scene, when Miss what's her name? I forgot.
Salma Hayek.
Yes, came out and she was giving all. This could have been Dusk Till Dawn because I would have loved it more if it was that. And they're all vampires.
Oh no!
This was Queen of the Damned. Yeah, still vampire stuff. But I loved the vibes, the creepiness, the outfits. I love what the story gave. I don't know. I love the line part, but not with what she was doing in the front. I didn't like what Baby was doing. I like what everyone else was doing. I liked the ending when she pulled out the heart. I think it was cool. For me, it stood there for like a little bit too long. Then she came out, but
maybe like she had a hard time getting to it.
Yeah, something. I don't know. Yeah, maybe trying to take it out. Well, looking at it now, it looked a little fast, but maybe when I first saw it, it looked that way. But I put for the X's, no hands in the beginning, which what we just spoke about. I put it was a little slow, like certain parts it wasn't just up to tempo with like what they should do. Like it gave me 1, 2, 3, and then I put more uniqueness with the hands. So, having that straight line behind you, like you could have done something with your hands going around, and like you see all the hands come around. She hits it out, comes back, and all the arms come out. They come back to her, boom. Then like she falls over, like stuff like that. Then that's
one of the risks that you take when you freestyle in a performance.
Yes,
because when you tell yourself, "I'm just gonna let myself feel it that day," and just go off in the at the performance and stuff. Sometimes, like, I don't think competitions for $100,000, like, those are the place for things like that.
Yeah.
Only because you never know what that day is gonna entail. You don't know how long it's gonna be. You don't know how long till you get to the stage. There's so many,
and that sucks for
things.
Camera when it comes to production, because they're like, okay, what's your routine? We're gonna film it now. Then we're gonna look it over for camera angles. Okay, now's the day of the show. Let's hope that it's that. No, they want to know what it is from the beginning to ending. That's why with certain groups that have it so like choreographed from beginning to ending,
you get good
you
camera
get a
angles.
better like result of what you're putting out there, because production needs to know what's gonna happen. Don't say you're gonna dip on this side, then you end up dipping just a little bit over to the left side. That'll mess up your whole thing. That little change, So things like that, like what you said, freestyling in a routine, like it should have been
It's just a big risk.
Even if
it's
it feels
a big
like
risk.
a freestyle part, it should still somehow be choreographed.
It's a big risk, and for me, did it pay off? No, because for me, I felt her hands were one, not only the same, but then when it came to those big, heavy, obvious beats, it was about her breastplate and the fact that she had a chest in the performance.
Yeah.
And yes, great. I just felt like it took away.
No,
it just kind of took away. I don't know.
Even more on the performance part of it with this, like when she was in the front, like I put, even though she had a little bit of blood, I was like, I would have loved some, like, what is her name? Not Alaska, the one that I love, Sharon Needles. A moment where it just like pours out and she's there and it's nasty and she like goes there with the hands and like, I don't know, and then puts it on them and I'm choreographing in my head right now, but I just see a whole different visual with that whole idea, because they look so good. They are good. They're just not doing the right thing, I think. So, judges. Laomi gave them a 6. Kiki gave them a 7. Jamil gave them an 8. Law gave them an 8. Issa gave them an 8. I'm going to give them an 8.
I'm going to give them a 6. I didn't... This wasn't for me. I think
I feel like I'm being
the
Jamil
beginning.
Right now.
The beginning was just way too... It was such a missed opportunity there.
Yeah, I agree. Like that.
And then when it gets to the main challenge, I didn't see hands enough. Like I want to see hand performance. Like like last season's hand performance battle off. Like those are hands.
Like give me a gravity moment, something like that. Like they would have ate that challenge. What? Balmain would have ate that, or even Carlos. Oh Lord, but yeah. So that is the House of Ada. Good job, y'all. They got a 37 overall. Well, yeah, that. I think it was a missed opportunity though. Oh, they look so good. I'm just annoyed with it.
I don't think they look that good, but okay if you say
I
so.
don't know. I guess that's something maybe I would do. Maybe because I had an idea to do a vampire type of thing once. I still can't find a song, but yeah. Next house.
Up next, we have the House of Alpha Omega.
Alpha Omega. They had a theme of the movie Saw, and they chose Reynaldo to be their
person for hands.
Hand performance challenger. Again, it started off like literally like the start. It started off good to me. I was like, where are we gonna go? Where are we going? He comes out. He looks creepy as hell. I love the voiceovers in the beginning. The guy's talking. He comes out, and once it gets to his screaming, ah, that's the.
I disagree. I did not like this performance too much. I felt the voguing was not that great. I felt like them together were not as together as I'm used to seeing them.
I agree there.
Reynaldo was fun. However, what was Saw about it?
Yeah.
Not Reynaldo, but just the piece in general. Like what
Which
made
is
it
hard.
so Saw?
Think about it. All the shit they do in Saw.
No, of course.
How would you how to put that in a? You set yourself up with these things.
That's what I'm saying. You set yourself up, because then in the Saw movies, did Saw ever put like high school or college kids in it?
Oh, well, I'm guessing in this high school they all are trapped in some type.
I'm just asking questions.
I mean,
because if they would have done high school kids and then came out as Jeepers Creepers, that would have made more sense.
Oh, that would have been that would have not been good.
Because remember, the high school kids got trapped on the butt. Like
I agree with what you're saying. Like, because Saw always had random.
And then
characters
the hands, his hands were good. They were just dramatic hands.
Wait, where? Oh, when he was doing this for like ever, I feel like he did that too much.
Yes, it was just very long for the dramatic.
Very
hands.
repetitive.
But that's why, like, for me, I didn't like this performance too much. Like, that's why I disagreed with like the stuff you were saying. I didn't think the beginning gave it that much. But I do like their commitment to everything.
Yeah, I agree. I did put in my X's a little crazy sloppy dips. Reynaldo's dips were like off. It's so crazy because I'm never used to seeing him like mess up, so seeing it happen now, it's like, damn, it doesn't matter who you are, like it can happen, and he missed dips that I felt like he had time to get back up from and recover. So I'm like, why was it so rushed? You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I thought you were thinking about the dips.
No, check my leg.
Yeah, so I think him falling out of his dips was something I didn't expect to happen. Nothing was done that they did in the promo for this. So when they were talking about, hand performance, we're going to do stuff, and you see him like jabbing at the other guy and doing all these things, I saw none of that in the performance. He was just like this the whole time. So I'm like, what's happening here? There's a misconnect going on. I expected more from the overall piece. Reynaldo stood in character the whole time. Yeah. Everyone else had just, they fell out of it.
But then again, what were their characters?
But you could have still like acted. I don't know, like something. It just looked weird to me. He's the only one like being this whole creepy doll, and they're just like,
I would have had all of them come out. I would have made all of us the doll.
At the end, something like make them, hypnotize. I don't know. They don't do that, but saw them out. Because it was not sawed at all. I didn't see nothing.
So what was their scores?
Kiki gave them a 6. Jamila gave them a 7. Law gave them a 9. And Issa gave them a 7. And Leomi didn't get to score because Law gave them his gag.
Oh, yes.
They were gagged through to the next round.
Law loved them so much, he gave them the gag flag, and everyone was gagged because their performance did not really deserve it.
Yeah, it was
not. That's terrible to say. I'm gonna take that back. Take it back. Rewind.
Yes.
I don't know, but then again, it's.
I think
I take it back.
They had a bad
because
week.
it's very Law to have chosen them.
I can see that.
The all male group, they're all handsome.
Yeah.
So do I agree? No, but it is very much for Law. Because look, everyone is even asking him like, really, what is happening here?
Yeah,
and
true.
Yeah. And then Jamila said she was going to use her gag if he didn't.
So, yeah.
Gag.
Well, they were going to go through, I guess.
They were going through regardless.
Yeah, and for me, I feel like it was just more of a missed week. Not saying that any of their other weeks were like, but they're good, you know? Are you yawning on me again?
Okay.
Gag. Okay. So, next up, well, that's all for Omega, right? Yeah. Oh, and
we
then,
didn't give our scores for Omega.
Oh, we didn't?
No.
But someone used the gag flag.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So it doesn't matter. Our scores
we went
matter.
after Naomi, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she didn't get to score, so. Next up, we have the House of Juicy.
Yes,
Juicy
House of Juicy
Couture.
Couture.
They, so their theme was Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy Krueger, you know, and they chose Miss Lolita to be the hands specialist. Again.
Hard. I don't know why.
They bored you that much?
No.
Damn. Okay.
I loved it.
So, yes, they chose Lolita to be their challenger for the hands. And I loved this whole entire performance. Like,
this is what we came for.
This is what we want to see.
This is what we came for.
Oh, my God. Like, from the start of it,
Okay.
her on the bed talking, all that, and she's like, oh, shit. And I'm like, that's what they need to say in the real movies. Like, what the fuck is happening? Like, she just popped out, and then you see everyone else come out, and I wrote down, I never thought I would see a cunty ass Freddy Krueger. What? Oh my gosh. So there were like 4 Freddys around her, and she was just like,
it was so good.
In her nightmare. You know, the blood, the costumes, everything. Like, I never thought I'd see a gay Freddy. Hands with the gloves. They used those with their performance, and it was so dope.
That was the father.
They even attempted a 360 dip.
Not attempted. I thought they did it. I thought they did it excellently.
I think they completed it as well. They pancaked the hell out of that 360. And it was really good because last week, majority and all of them, including them,
missed their 360. So this was like a redemption for the 360. I loved it. That was the first thing I said when I saw it.
Yep.
I love the moment when they came in, the gong, 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 wah. Love that.
It was so good.
Loved
Even
it all.
The floor performance part with everyone around, and then
it's floor performance while he's doing his hand performance segment right there, and his hands was so good, and then the moment with so good,
so good. First off, they were fucking her up. Did you see when she was in the bed? And they were voguing, and he was over, and he was like, to her face. I was like, why are you smacking the shit out of her with these clawed gloves? Oh, my God.
And then the extension of the fabric in the hands.
Yes, that moment right there.
Love.
Very impressive. Very good.
So good. I thought this performance was excellent.
It was dope.
Was so good. It was so good.
Gave me Six Flags, come on the Nightmare Before Elm Street ride. Come watch the show right after. And we gonna be cunt. You want to see Freddy? Leave me alone. Okay, I'm trying to give it a moment here. So, I have nothing under the X's. I said the outfits were amazing. They ate it. They ate it. They got a perfect 10s across the board.
The first one of the season.
The first one.
They're getting 60. Because us too. Now 60.
Exactly. Wait, 70.
And then I had to go and count.
Go yawn again. So, yes, I would give them a 10. I would give them a 10.
I would give them a 10. Absolutely. This performance was everything. I thought it was so good. The energy was just where it needed to be.
Yep.
The choreography was where it needed to be. The storytelling.
And I think that's
the
what made
hand
it easy
performance moment was really good. I do wish that the camera did not cut so much.
Yeah,
into different angles during the performance. Because like I would have liked to see what was happening in the bigger picture of while he's doing his thing, what the people around him are doing as well. And but that's not their fault. Like that has nothing to do with them or it takes away from them.
Yeah.
They were perfection.
Yeah,
they were perfection.
I
like
agree.
Perfection.
They did their shit.
Hell yeah.
They went out there. They're so humble about it. Like they look like a good, cool group to be around. You know, like I would want to work. Another yawn.
They're gonna keep coming, so go ahead.
Ooh. Well, yes, I loved it. I feel like being around them as like a group of people, like it just feels good. Like I would want to be in rehearsal. I would want to come with them with new ideas. I wouldn't think of ego or this or that. Like nothing to like make this.
And it's like they're
bad.
all here to work.
Yes.
They're here to work. They're here to do what needs to get done, for not just for themselves but for the show. Like I love it. I love how they are in their interviews. I love the feeling, like the family feel that they give,
even when you reach out, because
also the growth. Because think about like from the first 3 episodes, well, the first 2, because the first 3 were the Grand Marches. So the first 2 episodes where we saw them perform, to see them now be able to give this.
Oof,
and then from here to see where it goes, because you know we have seen all 3 episodes already.
Yes, we have.
But we're only going to be reviewing the first one now. But seeing where they go from here is like,
and I'm such a Lolita fan girl.
They didn't come to play.
I love her because I comment and write her all the time. I'll DM her and she'll write back like thank you or something. She'll write back. She's one of those girls. I love it. And I'm sure they probably all are. You know, I'm sure a lot of people on the show are. But Juicy, love this.
Juicy perfection.
Amazing. And then the floor performance. Oh, that was when... I'm sorry, I'm reading my notes again. That's when he was over her and they opened up the legs. Yeah. So next up, we got the House of Machiavelli.
Oh, Lord. Jesus.
I can't get into
take the wheel.
This because
take the wheel.
And I don't want to sound like I don't like them. I don't like the performances.
The wheel.
Yes. Did he take it? I don't even think he wants that wheel.
He said, I don't want it.
Machiavelli.
I don't want that wheel.
Send him back. Yeah, it's the performances for me.
Yeah.
So their theme, they chose Hellraiser.
Which I didn't see anyone as Hellraiser.
Pinhead. That's his name.
Yes, I didn't really see anyone that like went full throttle Pinhead. Like
that would have been a dope look. Ooh,
yeah,
that
I mean, I'm sure it was probably difficult to execute, but definitely, I do like the outfit that she's wearing. Like
their looks
bondage.
Look good. I like the look.
Yeah, I like it. It's just everything else. There was just the lack of refinement, and it, you know. You can almost tell that this group is not used to doing these choreographed group things.
Exactly. I definitely agree with you on the point that like you can tell they're not used to doing these group type of situations because they do shine elsewhere, which we will talk about later. But, you know, it really did. I have X's. I said the throw off the top dip when she dipped in the beginning of the routine. Like once she threw the box and then went into that fail of a dip, it was not good.
You kind of knew what was going to happen.
The choreo for the hand section was bad. Like I found myself looking at it at certain parts and I was like, am I really that high?
I don't remember seeing hands that much. Unfortunately, I'm so sorry. I don't remember seeing hands that much. Like, it was very, I don't know.
It wasn't good. And I can see why the judges are like, let's make it more TV and really go there with our critiques. Because with something like that, you can. And to be honest, I don't think a lot of people are taking notes from what happened before. Yeah. And seeing the level they need to be on now. With them, Machiavelli, I don't know. I really don't think that.
I thought Machiavelli was.
And it was very 1, 2, 3 in a sense. Like it was just.
Yep.
But like you said it right. You hit it on the nose. They're not a group that does this. You know, they can't take it out of just being individuals. Yeah. They can't do it in a group setting. And nothing wrong with that, but they made it to, what is it, episode 4? Like, I'm surprised they made it that far. But we know why they made it that far.
Oh yes,
We know why.
There's no taking away. You just can't.
They're a group of
take
battle
it away.
girls. They're a group of battle girls that will storm you in a battle, but you will storm them in a routine. Yeah. Naomi gave them a 5. Kiki gave them a 6. Jamila gave them a 5. Law gave them a 4. Issa Rae gave them a 7. I'm giving them a 3.
Yeah, I might have to agree on the 3.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. It was just it was that bad.
You guys, I feel will need to work on your choreography and actually practicing it with everyone, with spacings more. And it can be simple, but if y'all hit it together, strong, and with energy, unison, like it will look a lot better. You can tell there's not a deep process when it goes into creating this, and everyone can see that. That's the thing, you know. So I think that's something that can be worked on to better improve future performances.
Yeah, I agree. No, and then then right after, during the judging of it, it was nasty.
Oh yes, it got really crazy.
It got really nasty
with Law and yeah,
and,
that's where it started.
Jada, I think Mother Jada is her name. She handled that very well. She let us know she was over it backstage, but on stage she was like trying to just keep it together for the sake of everything. So kudos to her on that. Yep. It must not have been easy to go through that at all.
Yeah, but that didn't come yet. That came later on. It started here.
No, but we're at the judging point anyways, even in our critique. So
yeah.
I could just imagine it wasn't like
like at the end he said, "I'll probably see you outside,"
and then that caused the whole thing.
That started this whole thing. You had some stuff to say about Law in his. Well, we'll get to that because that comes later as well. So up next we have the House of La Vega. House
of La Vega.
What did they do? They did The Ring. That was their theme. The Ring. Zenith was the one chosen to do the hand performance challenge within the group. What did you think about theirs?
I thought House of La Vega, I thought it was good. However, I just feel like they continue to miss that thing, that punch, that strength, that power, like that wow thing, like, and they are wow. There isn't that aura and power behind it. Like when I watch it, it's like, it's a good performance, but it's not.
Yeah, like they're
there.
I feel like they're doing it, but they're not. They're not giving it. They're doing it. They're just doing it. And looking at like their intro now, like I'm comparing it to another house. I'm like, what if we saw the Mugler start in the same intro? Like, just the catwalk alone would have been so like on point and intricate with it. But they're just doing it, and they're making it through because it's not bad. It's just not. It's. I don't know. It's okay. I said that the person that played the Ring, which was Zenith, it gave me very like the Ring meets Yeti vibes. Or what's this from the Addams Family? Who's the
Cousin Ed? I love me some Cousin Ed.
It gave me Cousin Ring.
Oh, I'm screaming.
My God! Tell me not. If you all go and look at the outfit, you would tell me it's giving Cousin It meets the Ring had a baby. So. Cousin Rit. But it was a creepy intro. Whatever was pulled out the mouth, go for it. It was their best performance, I put. This was La Vega's best performance to me. Everything else kind of like I said before, it gave me a drag show with Aja with the butterfly. Then before that was with, I think, the gold, I believe. It was okay. Then there was one more. What was, I don't remember. But to me, this was, I think, their best performance. Me personally, I think. Okay, the outfits were good. The makeup was really done good. So it kept to the theme, the vibe. You know, it was ugly, but good ugly. And I think they completed. Wait, whoa! How was the hands part? I don't even remember it.
Exactly. That answers all your things right there.
Yes.
So what the judges' scores were?
Naomi got
a
a 7.
Kiki with an 8. Law with an 8. Jamila with an 8. And Issa with an 8. I would have given it a 7, but
yeah, I agree. I would have gave it a 7 too. They gave our girl Frida some love. Law.
Yes.
He said her makeup. What was it about? She looked good.
She did well.
She fit the part.
She did really well.
Yes, Frida, love you, boo.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, as a house, they definitely need to like work on that hitting. And then the moments, like these people are forgetting moments. Those are some of the hardest things to create, as we know,
for sure.
When you're creating a moment in these routines, but that's what is missing to me. These moments of just, you know, like I said before, the straight line thing. If they did something like that, for this, the ring, like if they would have maybe made like something with their bodies where she's coming out of them, like, you know, she comes out the TV, like something where they made a square and it's like your challenge is for her to come out of you like a TV.
Oh, Jesus.
And then some, you know, like that's how you take it there though. Like it's just so, I don't know.
It was alright. It was fine. So my score a 7, you gave it a 7, and let's move on.
Thank you, House of La Vega. So that was the last house to perform of the night. Next, we go into our first challenge, which is Butch Queen up in drags. Make sure I say that right. I don't want to.
They were chopping the girls down left and right.
Mm-hmm. Well, Revlon, they had an advantage, so they chose House of Revlon. They chose Golden not to perform in this.
Yes,
challenge.
From the House of Yamamoto.
Yes, and she was really tight about that.
Yes, because I believe that's her category.
Mm-hmm. She would have ate that.
Yeah, she would have ate.
So what you call it? So we had Revlon. They got a 10. Linda from Yamamoto.
There was only 2 10s.
Yeah, there was only 2 10s.
It was.
Who got it? The House of Revlon.
The House of Revlon.
And where's the other one? Oh, and Soho La Vega.
And La Vega.
Mm-hmm.
And then you heard it in Deshawn's voice. He was like, "All right, so let's continue. The next category is the final battle."
Runway was House of Revlon versus La Vega, and House of Revlon won.
I agree.
They got 5 votes. Yeah, it was obvious.
The runway was so just obvious. On it.
Yeah.
Just on it. 100% just on it.
Yeah, Revlon definitely took that one. Watching it now, this is such a rewind to the beginning, but I wish Deshawn's outfit was like more, like I know he's probably like got it from set, like they gave it to him, but I wish they did more to it, like gave me that horror. Like I see the little bling bling there, but I just wish it was more in the contacts. But yeah,
I love it. I think
he still looks good. He looks good, but
I think it's great. I get it. You know, he's in all red and he's dripping a little bit of blood.
Nice. So Revlon won the runway showdown, which gave them 5 extra points, and they came out with 49 points in total. And then we go to our final battle of the night, which is the House of Machiavelli.
Yes, and the House of Ada.
This was a bad battle.
No, this was not.
Yes, this was.
No, this was not.
For me, it was.
No, I think you're thinking about one of the other episodes. Because
Nope,
there was a really bad battle.
Bad battle.
Oh, I disagree. I thought this battle was pretty good. Not pretty good. I think the mother, and I believe her name is Jada. Can we find out for sure? But the mother of the house of Machiavelli, she battled down. She ate Miss Ada up.
She did.
She ate her up.
But I mean,
these girls, like, they battle. These are the girls that are bad. Like,
but I think Ada was so bad that Machiavelli looked even better. Like, I don't know. I don't think. And
whose problem is that? Ada's.
You're right. And then why aren't they dipping, like, with their heads down? Like, I don't know. Is that something that I don't know. They're dipping and, like, it's like
no,
neck up.
They just did it right
Look.
now.
But
No.
and that wasn't even a dip. Oh Lord.
Some of them do because they're just trying to hit the beat to get right back up to continue on with what they're doing. But
I know what you're right.
no, I thought that was great. There was plenty of dips. There was some that are not as good, but majority her battle, I thought she was
Mother
great.
Machiavelli, yeah, she did.
Mother Machiavelli, she
Take
ate.
that.
She
did.
saved.
I'm not hating on that.
She saved her children the right way.
She did. Yeah.
Absolutely, she ate.
I just wish she landed her dips a little more. But she did eat,
I loved it.
Good job. Okay, so the House of Ada, they get eliminated. Machiavelli stays. They go through once again. Yeah, when the House of Ada did the worm. So yeah, this is the section also where Law came out of his seat to the House of Machiavelli, saying, "Didn't you have something to say?"
So they're all choosing who they want to stay and everything, and they get to Law, and the first thing he does, he's like, before anything, he's like, "You want to see me outside right now?" And called him a bitch and like all these things.
He said bitch?
Yes.
Oh my God. Well,
yes.
That was a lot.
Like it was just a lot, and you know,
I get it, TV, but that's
exactly. It was it the most professional thing? No. I'm not sure. I mean, but
if you want to keep saying, that's ballroom, it's bar, you can just tell it was like really it was calling for that Law. Like let him talk. You could have said the slickest thing back to him, but to come out, and like I said, it was TV for me. It was just very TV.
And you knew it was a real TV moment because then right after all of that, he was like, with all of that being said, like he did that just to make a thing of it.
Because if the Vogel from Machiavelli was really fighting, she would have been shoving everyone to the side and running down to Law real quick. This would have been a whole situation, But no, yeah. So he ends up giving his vote to Machiavelli, and that's the reason why they go through, right? Or is
they stay. They stay.
Oh yeah, they stay.
They stay.
Pretty much they stay.
And the House of Ada goes home.
Yep. And and that ends and concludes episode 4 of Legendary. Yeah. So with all the groups overall, all the houses, I definitely would say, good job trying to put on the theme that you had, because like I said before, putting on a theme is just hard.
Difficult.
In itself.
So difficult.
So commend you all on that. But also don't let it confuse you to the sense where it's like, now you don't even know what to do. Like you can do what you regularly do. Now twist and tweak this and that to make it make sense with whatever your theme is.
Yep.
Like for me, like we said, Juicy, they
were the best of the night.
The best of the night. Like that theme, you could have honestly maybe used that. Well, no. But it was really, really good. They thought that out really good. It was really smart, and they completed it.
The choreo was good. It was exciting. The choreo was high energy, high impact. It had that punch.
Yep, it really did.
The Juicies have that punch behind their movement. And maybe it's because they come from the Kiki scene. They have that youthfulness. They have that, that more carefree side where, that they're super light on their feet and they just move it. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Right now, for me, the houses to beat are number 1, Juicy, number 2, Revlon, and number 3, the Yamamotos.
Yeah, I see that too. Oh, I really wish Alpha Omega picked it up a little bit more, but
yeah,
they got saved.
Unfortunate.
So
yeah, because Law, he likes pretty boys.
Oh. There was an explosion outside, everyone. So yeah.
Sorry, y'all.
But
with that being said, y'all, everyone, that is the end of our review now here. So we hope you enjoyed this review. We hope that you guys will join us on the next one. Please make sure to subscribe down below. Also, please hit up the comment section down below. Let us know what you thought. If there's any other shows you want us to look over and review, anything like that, So flood up the comment section. Please give this video a thumbs up. Give it a like. And we will see you guys in the next video. Later.